Hi, friends. So today is Sunday, January 12th, and I'm just making this quick little video for you to go over some of the changes that you're going to see whenever we start our new curriculum tomorrow. The curriculum director is supposed to have you guys in the courses by tonight. So just like whenever we first started in Canvas, you'll get an email saying you've been invited to this class, and you click accept, and then you'll be enrolled in all the courses. So let's take a look, and I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. That's why I'm showing you this video, to try to help with that. And if like we get to this point and if you're just, oh my, Miss Tori, this is a lot, just send me a hangout and we'll talk about it. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. I know it's yet another change, and I apologize for that. But this will hopefully be the last change. We don't foresee any changes in the future. So let's take the moment to uh, figure this out now so that we can jump into coursework and feel comfortable and confident for the remainder of the year. Okay, share my screen. Okay, so you will not have this many buttons. This is all my mess. So you're going to get 5 invitations: homeroom, math, science, social studies, ELA. They'll all come for your email, and you need to accept all 5. So homeroom, you open it up and you'll see this page. This is our morning work and message page. And I have the link here for Monday only. I'll put up the rest probably as we go. But if you click on Monday, it'll open up to your morning work and message for tomorrow. And one of the things I have on here is this video that you're going to be watching and setting up your SplashLearn account. We'll talk about this later, but this is something you're going to be using in math, so you need to set up the account. I was hoping you could enlarge this. You might have to just zoom so you can see it better. But it gives you the website, and I also provide links in the lesson that you're going to link out. And then you'll click class, you'll type in this class code, and then you pick your profile, so your name's there. And then you type in your password, which I'm going to send to you individually in your Hangouts. And then you'll be all set to go for that portion of our math class. And then ELA, this is a large class because this has spelling, vocabulary, reading, grammar, writing, and some other component every day. So I have the lesson here. If you click on the day of the week, this is the lesson. And then this spells out what is involved in the lesson. So I'm going to open this up. So when the lesson opens up here, we're going to see spelling, vocabulary, reading, grammar, writing, and other, which for Monday is journal entry. So we go over here, and we talked about this a little bit when we met during check-in last week. It starts out with an introduction page. So, hey, this is Monday, and this is what we're going to do today. And you can use the arrows or the table of contents to move through the lesson. So I'm just going to use the arrow. And the first thing, just like it said on the page, you have spelling. So you follow the directions, and it says, let's take a look at our spelling words. You're going to click on the word to hear it.
Under.
And the word is used in a sentence. Then you move on, and there's vocabulary. So you read the directions, and you can have the directions
Let's view our vocabulary words for this week.
read to you.
Let's view our vocabulary words for
Okay.
this week.
Okay.
These are all
Okay.
words that we will see while reading our story this week. Click through the flashcards below to see the vocabulary word, its definition, and the word used in a sentence.
All right, I tried to get stopped, but it wouldn't, but that's okay. So it tells you exactly what to do. You can read it, have it read to you, both. And there's a little activity to go over your vocab words. And then you have your reading, which for Monday, it's just introducing what you're going to be focusing on for the week. In grammar, it introduces you to conjunctions, which is what you'll be working on this week. writing and introduce you to the topic that you're going to be talking about for the week. And then page 7 is different every day. So every day you have 7 pages, and the first 6 stay the same: intro, spelling, vocabulary, reading, grammar, and writing. And then page 7 changes. So on Mondays, it's journal entry. Tuesdays, it's handwriting. Wednesdays is fluency. Thursdays is handwriting. And Fridays is independent reading. And like I said, you can use the yellow arrows or the table of contents. And this learning coach tab is for moms, dads, grandmas, your learning coach, to give them a little background on what's going to happen for the day. And I have these set up that you can use these previous and next buttons to go on to the next task. But you can also use this out here, and I have it set up every day just like this so that you go to the day of the week to open up the lesson for the day, and I have lined up what you'll be doing for each class. So the pink means this is an assignment that you're going to turn in with other assignments. So what they like to do for Accelerate is, instead of having you turn something in every time that you do something, you just do one big submission. So instead of turning in 8 separate assignments, you'll turn in one assignment with the 8 worksheets. You can upload them all onto that assignment, which is linked up here. Or you can do like what we sometimes do, and you just take a picture and send it to me in a Hangout or email, whatever works for you. That doesn't change. It's always going to do whatever works for you. And as you can see, whenever there is a different assignment, like a quiz or a test or a worksheet that's graded differently, I have them linked here, just like I did in the last course that we had. So it'll link to the assignment that you need to do. So that's of all the 5 things I'm going to show you, that's the scariest one because there's a lot of components. So then we move on to math, and I have some learners in Math B and some learners in Math A. Math B, we're focusing on comparing fractions, and in Math A, it is rounding, but the setup is totally the same. So for Monday, I have this broken down into steps. You'll complete the lesson, and if you click on this, it'll link out to the lesson. And it's set up just like in the other, for the English assignment. You use the arrows in the table of contents, and at the very beginning, you print out a notes page so you can take notes while you're learning. And my computer's a little slow, and it has some activities for you to complete. It tells you when to write in your notes. And when you're all done with the lesson, you'll submit your notes. So you can take a picture and text it to me, upload it here, whatever works for you. And then on Tuesday, we have activities on SplashLearn and IXL. I'm sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And this alternates, but I tell you exactly what you need to do. And IXL, you're familiar with it, so no concerns there. SplashLearn, if I open it, it's going to show you the teacher view. So just give me a second, and I will get into my test student to view as my test learner. So I'm just going to pause so you don't have to wait for me. All right, so I believe I remember all the instructions, so just bear with me. So whenever you open up SplashLearn, that link, you'll click on class, and then you'll enter the code, which is KJV DXL, and I'll send you to my class, and then you find your profile. So I have Bentley, Gabby, Cassidy, my test student, and Venetia, and I did not pick these hippos. This is what they gave me, and I don't know when you get in here if you can figure out how to change it if you want to, but this is what we got. So I'm going to be my test student. And they gave us silly passwords. And again, I don't have control over changing them, but if you figure it out, go ahead. Mine is, I believe, phone 10. It is. So you're going to whenever you open it up, you'll get this screen, and there's a My To Do section. And then you look at what I assigned to you, and that's what you'll do. So on Tuesday, for my Math B students, you have the Understand Fraction activities. So we scroll. Understand fractions right here. So this is what I'm going to be working on. And do I expect you to do every little thing? No. However, with your Splash Learn and your IXL, I'm looking to see if you have been practicing, how long you practice for, how well you're practicing, how much you practiced, and I give you a score on that. So like, I'm not looking to see if you completed every little thing and got a 100% on everything. I'm just checking to make sure that you actually practiced. And you do not have to turn in anything for that. The Splash Learn and IXL record that themselves. So I just have to go in and check. So you don't even have to worry about that, but I just wanted you to know that's there. So at the end of the week for math, you'll just submit a copy of your notes. I'll check to make sure you practiced, and then you take a little quiz, and it all links out. And for IXL, I do want you to click on this link, because if you type in IXL.com, it's not going to work. You have to use the link here because it has CPDLF on it. So that works, but if you type in IXL.com, it doesn't. So use this link. All right, and I'll show you Math A. It's like very similar setup. You still have the lesson and the worksheet. You still have IXL and Splash Learn practice, and you have the quiz at the end. So it's just different what you're learning. The content is different, but the setup is the exact same. All right, science. Science and social studies are super, super tiny and very important, but very tiny lessons. So bite size. So first we looked at English, which was like, whoa, and then math, which was like, whoa. Now we're gonna look at science and social studies, which are like, huh, yeah. So totally manageable. I have it set up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because there's only 3 things you need to do. It's like, oh, we'll do it at the end of the week so you can get time to get used to things. On Wednesday, I would like you to review the Getting Started Science activity. And this just walks you through how to practice. So super simple. And there's a little activity that you have to do afterwards. And you have a lesson and you upload a worksheet just like for math. Super, super simple. And social studies will be the same, except for this week we are wrapping up Penny from Heaven, your final product. So this week is different, but it'll be very similar to science in the future. All right, I believe that is every major component I wanted to go over with you. But if you have any questions, just let me know and we will go through them together. And I'll be checking in with you on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever our next check-in is, to talk about this. But if you need me before then, you know where to find me. All right. Bye, guys.